Hello. I don't know how to start a vlog anymore. Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name's Emma. If you're new here, hello. Nice to meet you. Please feel free to introduce yourself in the comments. I love chatting with people, so talk to me for sure. So starting this reading vlog randomly at 8:21 on a Thursday night. Why not? So currently I am reading the Skyward Flight bind-up, which is the novellas that are in the Skyward series by Brandon Sanderson. These ones are also co-written by Jancy Patterson. I totally just hit myself in the chin. Ow. But the first book, Skyward, is about our main character Spencer, whose father was a fighter pilot for the DDF, which in this world is, the Air Force, basically, the Space Force, protecting the planet of Detritus, which has been isolated to the caves, basically, beneath this planet, because there is the outside force called the Krell, who have been attacking them and keeping them basically locked down on this planet for years. So at the beginning of the first book, Spencer is trying to get into the flight academy, but no one wants to let her into the flight academy because her father was a deserter, and basically that's just caused horrible ramifications for her whole family, and no one really knows what really happened because her dad never, came back. So yeah, it's really good, and there's, a sentient AI, and great things, and a really awesome friends group, and school setting in the first book. Loved it. Second book blows out the world, and you just see so much more going on. Super interesting. And then the first two books in this bind-up, or the first two novellas, Sunreach and Redawn, follow on from book 2, and then the reading order is to read Cytonic book 3 and then come back to here for Evershore. These were released first as ebooks, and then they've just been released in this collection. So I am on the second novella in here, which is called Redawn, and I can't really say anything about it because it directly spoils book 2. So, directly spoils everything, but you know what I mean. But I will show, in the book, they have, the covers of the novella, so this is the one that I am on, and it's great. Yeah, I've been getting out of a reading slump for the past week or so. Work has been crazy, and I haven't been reading a lot, so I've been focusing on quicker, fast-paced reads and graphic novels to try to build up my reading stamina again, and just help me feel more accomplished about books, because when I don't have a lot of time to sit down and read, it makes me feel better to still only take a couple days to read a book, if it's just a shorter book or a book that is formatted differently. I do want to get back to reading my the big chunky adult fantasies that I was doing earlier, but we will get to that eventually. Right now, I'm going to finish, or not tonight, probably. I don't know if I'll ever finish it tonight, but I'm going to continue reading Redawn. I'm going to watch some reading sprints to help me get that done. I also have a lot of laundry to put away, though, so I should do that. Will I? I don't know. But I just wanted to open this vlog and, just say hello. How's it going? What are you currently reading? Tell me in the comments below. Hi! I started this vlog and then I didn't update it. So I don't know if this is a new start or not, so hi! I went to a library book sale today and it was $5 to fill a bag. I got 3 bags of stuff. It's not all for me though, so I'm just going to show you what I got for myself. I might show you what I got for my brother, my sisters, my mom later, but this is what I got for myself. I got Unwind by Neil Shusterman, the author of Scythe. This is book 1, I want to say, in the series. I've heard good things. My sister read it and really enjoyed it, so I got it for myself. I got another Dan Brown book because I seem to just collect these. I haven't read this yet. This is book 3 in the Da Vinci Code series, I believe. We got a Book of the Month book, which is How to Fall Away by Catherine Center. They also had, oh, what's it called? Things You Save in a Fire, but I already had that in paperback, so I got just How to Walk Away in hardcover. I think this is just like adult contemporary, not really a romance, but there is a romantic element, if I'm remembering correctly. But I also liked that it was really short. But yeah, got this. And then I got a ton of historical romance. So I got One Good Earl Deserves a Lover by Sarah MacLean, Lord of Temptation by Lorraine Heath, The Rogue on Fifth Avenue by Joanna Shoup, which I am very excited about because I almost bought that full price. We have Rebel by Beverly Jenkins, The Duke and the Lady in Red by Lorraine Heath. These are all authors that I've heard Jess from Peace Love Books talk about, and some that I've read from before as well. Eloisa James, Four Nights with the Duke, another Lorraine Heath, Texas Splendor. So if there was an author I knew that I've read from or that Jess loved, I just got it. And then Tessa Dare, When a Scot Ties the Knot. I can't remember if I've read this one or not. If I haven't read it, it's the next one up in the series that I'm on. But I love Tessa Dare, so got that. We have A Lady in Disguise by Lindsay Sands. The Duchess Steele by Tessa Dare, one of my favorite books. Love that so much. Do You Want to Start a Scandal by Tessa Dare, which I believe I've read. Lover Revealed by J.R. Ward. I don't even know which number this is in the Black Dagger Brotherhood. Book 4. And I have book 1, and then I have book I don't even know what other numbers of books. So I'm just grabbing them when they're 50 cents. And then the other mass market I got was Bare Bones by Kathy Reich, which is one of the Temperance Brennan novels, which is what the Bones series is based on. I got some movies, so I got Batman Begins, Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest, and Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. I got a very Large Expanse of Sea by Tahara Mafi. I've heard this ends pretty abruptly, but I've also heard good things, so yeah, this is set right after 9/11, and you're following a Muslim main character and her experience in living in the world after 9/11, basically. This one I found in a little free library after, but I thought I'd include it. The Breakup Book Club by Wendy Wax. I just loved this cover, and it sounds sort of like Bromance Book Club, with an eclectic group of main characters that are semi-famous and having a book club. So that's why I got that. Another little free library find, we have George R. R. Martin, A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms, and I got this also because it is heavily illustrated, and it's illustrated throughout as well. Have I read The Game of Thrones yet? No. But we're planning to eventually, so we got this. I don't know where my copy of The Lightning Thief was, because I only have books 3 and 4 here, so I got book 1. We got 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea and Other Classic Novels, which includes 5 Weeks in a Balloon, A Journey to the Center of the Earth, which I'm really excited about, From the Earth to the Moon, Around the Moon, and Around the World in 80 Days. So 6 classic novels of exploration, adventure, discovery, and science fiction. This is originally a Barnes & Noble book, and it matches my one for the Grimm's fairy tales, so I got that one. We have Someone Else's Summer by Rachel Bateman. I heard about this from Chelsea from, what is it, Books and Goats? I don't think that's her thing anymore. I don't remember her channel name. I'm sorry. But this is about a main character whose sister dies in a tragic car accident, and she like fills a bucket list. It kind of gives me the vibes of Since You've Been Gone with the bucket list sort of thing, so got that. My boyfriend's gonna walk in 2 seconds. Daughter of the Burning City by Amanda Foodie. This made a rounds of Book Talk in like 2018, 2019. Always been sort of intrigued, so got that. And Sight Witch by Susan Dennard, which is book 2.5 in the Witchland series. I've read books, I've read book 1, haven't read book 2 yet, but I own it. So I got this. I almost also bought book 1 in hardcover, but then I'd have to replace my paperback with a hardcover and spend more money, so I said no. But yeah, I got that, plus basically a whole nother bag of stuff for $15. So I'm happy. Okay, so it is now Tuesday morning. I am really bad at updating. I sincerely apologize. So last time I talked to you, I was reading Redawn, which is the second Skyward novella. I did finish that. I bumped it up to a 4-star. I feel like it's closer to a 3.5, but I gave it 4 stars because I could like seeing more of the world, and it just, I don't know. It felt like more of a 4-star than putting it in as a 3-star and a 3.5, so I don't know. But I finished that. So now I could jump into Cytonic. I decided to switch genres though, just to make sure I don't like get slumpy or anything. So last night after work, I didn't close for once, so I had time after work. So I started When Scott Ties the Knot by Tessa Dare, which is book 3 in the Castles Ever After series, and it's one of the books that I got from the library book sale that I went to on Sunday. So I was super excited to find this because this was the next one I needed for the series, and I was actually gonna buy it already, and I got it for, I don't even know how much, you know, like say like a quarter or something. So I was super happy about that because I was gonna pay like $6 for it. But yes, so I read the first like 80 something pages last night, and then I'm watching reading sprints from yesterday, the final book support group reading sprints that Pris hosted yesterday. I started watching them last night when I started this book, and then I'm continuing to watch them now because that's also why I'm reading this for final book support group, because this is for continuation station to continue a series, because this is, like I said, book 3. And now I am up to page 164. So we're just about the halfway mark almost. And I'm really, really enjoying it. So in this one, we're following our main character, Maddie. So when she was 16, it doesn't say that she has anxiety, but there's anxiety representation in here. So when she was 16, her stepmother was trying to like put her more into the London society and try to get her a match and stuff, and she had like panic attacks about it. So to try to avoid that, she invented this captain of the Scottish Highlands that like she met and she fell like in love with, and now they're like long distance writing letters while he's in the war to try to get out of this. So for years she would like write letters to this fake person, Captain Logan Mackenzie, and now we're like 10 year, and then she kills him off, and then she's like, oh no, he's dead. And then the whole series is like women who get castles for whatever reason. So her uncle, I believe, gives her a castle, so that's how she ends up with the castle. But then out of the blue, one day, like, I don't even know how long after the letters are happening, but she's in her 20s now. Logan, you know, shows up and is like, hi, I'm Captain Logan Mackenzie. You said you're in love with me, you wanted to marry me, so we're getting married today. And yeah, that's what's happening. The tension is great. It's really good. I'm really enjoying it so far. So I read the 164 in 2 45-minute sprints, and I'm going to be honest, I wasn't reading the full 45 minutes of either sprint. I was definitely on my phone for parts. So I can definitely finish this last half if I read for another like hour and a half, 2 hours. I don't know if I'll finish it before I go to work today because it's already 11 and I have to eat and get ready and be at work for 2. So I probably won't finish it, but I will get most of the way through probably today. And then I will probably finish this tomorrow or Thursday if I don't finish it tomorrow. But yes, that is my update. I'm enjoying this. And yeah, doing pretty well for final books per group. So, yay. Hi. So I just got off of a 10-hour shift, so I'm still in my scrubs, and I'm sorry if I like zone out. I'm tired. But it is now Thursday night at 10 o'clock, and I haven't updated you at all. On Tuesday, I ended up finishing When a Scot Ties the Knot by Tessa Dare. After I told you I probably wouldn't finish it that day, I did finish it on Tuesday. Loved it. 5 stars. Tessa Dare is my favorite historical romance author for a reason. She is amazing. The banter was great. The premise was amazing, and I really enjoyed it. I have now started Assassin's Apprentice by Robin Hobb, but the ebook's like almost 1,000 pages, so I haven't gotten too far in because I've been working crazy hours. So I'm only about 10% in, but I will update you guys when I get further in. This is the 3rd book in the last book in the Farseer trilogy, which is the 1st book series in the Realm of the Elderling and the 1st series following Fitz. So at the beginning of the story, we're following 6-year-old Fitz, who has been taken from his mom by his grandfather, like his maternal grandfather, and taken to Buckkeep, which is like the royal seat of this country of the 6 duchies, because his father is the prince in waiting. And his father, Prince Verity, on hearing that Fitz is coming, abdicates his throne and runs away before Fitz arrives. So when Fitz arrives, he is taken in by his father's hounds handler, like the Burrich, who is like controls the stables and stuff, and he's raised with him until the king sees Fitz as an opportunity to use him as an assassin. So that's the beginning of the story. I'm now on book 3, and it's so good. Robin Hobb really has a way of making these characters that are so 3-dimensional, and they're not perfect. There's there's flaws to every one of them, and they're just so vivid, like you can like see all the different facets of them, and the stories and the way everything's interwoven and everything. I just can't wait to see like where it goes and to see more of the world, because we haven't seen too much of this big world that she is building. So I can't wait to see more of it here, and then also into the next trilogy, which is oh gosh, this is where working 10 hours, my brain is not working right now. The one about the ships. I'm not gonna remember it right now. But that one, I'm really excited about that. Okay. Quickly, I'm gonna do some book mail. I got excited / worried that these first 2 were gonna get ruined by rain, so I opened them yesterday. But I got my Books A Million order I placed because I was trying to get the original edition of A Dowry of Blood, because it got bought out by either Tor or Orbit, I forget which one, and has now got a new cover, and I don't like the new cover. I like the old cover better, and it's going to be a hardcover. It's going to be twice as much, so I wanted the old cover. And Books A Million said they had it, so then I ordered it. And then I ordered these 2 because there was a discount when you spent so much money. So I ordered 2 more books, of course. And then they canceled A Dowry of Blood, which was like the whole reason I made this purchase. So I was really annoyed. The one book that I would have gotten either way, like I would have gotten it on Amazon or at Barnes & Noble or whatever, is Delilah Green Doesn't Care by Ashley Herring Blake. This is Ashley Herring Blake's first adult work, and it's an adult romance, sapphic romance following our two main characters. Delilah Green, who is over here, is this photographer, and Claire here. So Delilah Green has been off living in the city. She isn't held back. She's not a relationship person. She, you know, beds a lot of women. I don't know how to say that without sounding weird. So she comes home to photograph her stepsister's wedding, and she meets Claire, who is one of her stepsister's best friends, and thinks it would be fun to take a go at her, I guess. Oh, that sounds so bad. But yes, so she decides she wants to get with Claire to sort of get back at her stepsister, which sounds weird, but I've heard nothing but good things about this book, and this cover is everything. So I'm excited. Plus, I have like no purple on the shelves, so we're gonna, it's gonna make this purple so much better. Okay. And then the book I got to get to the $30 or $25 or whatever to get the discount, I added The Secret Bridesmaid by Katie Birchall, which is about this woman who is a professional bridesmaid who goes to this wedding, and there's a groomsman who's catching on that she doesn't really know the bride. So now she's trying to deceive him and say that she is the bridesmaid. I don't know. It's a rom-com. I don't really know too much about it. But Ashley from Wicked Reads liked it, so when I saw it was $5.97 plus I had an additional like 15% off. Sure. Why not? And then we have a new package from today, which is my very late pre-order. Barnes & Noble. New book day is Tuesday, not Thursday. But yeah. So I ordered this the last time they had the pre-order sale, like not this past week, but the time before that, like months ago, for like 25% off, and I had a bunch of gift cards from Christmas or my birthday. So, oh my gosh. So I used that and I got 3 books. The first of which I already got, which was Gallant, which is when my first pre-order come. This is the second one, and I'm so excited. So, the second one I got is Book Lovers by Emily Henry. I did not know the spine was orange. Oh my gosh. Oh, I have like only a couple orange books too, so that'll be great. And the back has books on it, and oh my gosh. I have loved all of the Emily Henry books I've read. So I've read 2 of her YA speculative fiction books. Loved. I think I gave 1 5 stars, 1 4 stars, maybe. I have 1 left. And then I read Beach Read, loved, cried. And I still haven't read People We Meet on Vacation, but I was waiting for summer to come back for that. So I'm excited. I have this. Everyone won't shut up about it on the internet, and I'm like, stop, I don't want to be spoiled. But I'm excited. But yeah, that's the book haul. That's the updates. It's a very summery romance book haul. I gotta reorganize my shelves here to make room. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna get ready to go to bed now.